Hello and welcome to my channel. I got something amazing for you. It's the Headless Horseman legend in Virginia. Now, just a little background information. The tale of the Headless Horseman has been told throughout centuries in Europe, and that's way before colonial America. Also, the myth in Virginia began sometime around the late 1700s, which is basically the time of the American Revolution. I mention these because the most famous tale of the Headless Horseman today is Washington Irving's The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. That was published in 1819, and it's likely possible that Virginia's Headless Horseman inspired Irving's tale. If you know more about that, leave me something in the comments. Now let's get on to the lore. The Headless Horseman is a legendary figure in Virginia folklore. The legend is estimated to have begun in the early 1700s. The Headless Horseman is said to ride a black steed, or horse, through the woods of Virginia, carrying his severed head under his arm. Sometimes it's a pumpkin. He is often seen on Halloween night. Maybe that's where the pumpkin head stories came from. He is said to be a harbinger of death to the community when he appears. So now the question, where in Virginia has the Headless Horseman been seen? The Headless Horseman is said to appear in many places in Virginia, but there are a few areas that are said to be common sightings. These areas include Colonial Williamsburg. This is a historic town, and it is said to be one of the most haunted places in Virginia. The Headless Horseman is said to be a frequent visitor to Colonial Williamsburg. Great Dismal Swamp. This swamp is one of the largest swamps in the eastern United States. It is said to be a dangerous place, and that the Headless Horseman is said to be one of the many dangers that lurk in the swamp. Maybe in the future, I'll make a video of the monsters said to haunt the swamp. That should be interesting. And then, of course, a couple of famous battlefields. The Yorktown, famous for the final battlefield of the American Revolutionary War, and the Bull Run battlefield, which is a site of two major battles during the Civil War. According to the lore, the Headless Horseman was seen after the battles, looking for his head. Now there's a next question. Who is or was the Headless Horseman? What's his identity? Well, depending on who you are asking, you'll get different answers. According to the lore, the Headless Horseman could be an angry spirit of one of the following men. The first, and perhaps the most popular answer, is a Hessian soldier who was decapitated during the American Revolutionary War. It is said that he rides at night looking for his head. In the 1999 movie Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp, this was the identity of the Headless Horseman. Next, there's a tale of a Revolutionary War general who was known for his skill as a horseman. He was also said to have been a ruthless leader, and some people believe that his ghost haunts the battlefields where he fought. The third candidate is a wealthy landowner who was said to have been murdered by his slaves. His ghost is said to ride through the woods near his former plantation, searching for his head. The fourth candidate, and the last one we'll talk about, is a notorious outlaw who operated in the southern United States in the early 19th century. He was known for his cruelty and his penchant for torture. Some people believe that the outlaw was decapitated by a posse of vigilantes and that his headless ghost now haunts the woods of Virginia. I'm sure that there are other theories for the identities of the Headless Horseman. Let me know in the comments if you know of any more. The legend of the Horseman continues to be popular today, and many people believe that the Horseman is a real ghost. Now in this final image, I took the liberty of depicting the horseman who found his head. But how is it attached? Well, just for kicks, I made it float but connected to his head with a thin wisp of fluorescent smoke. Perhaps it's his soul. Thank you for watching. Please leave me ideas for future videos in the comments section. I look forward to your suggestions of something supernatural, cryptid, or anything weird or strange occurrences. I'll see you next time.